along the shores of Lake Erie. The Dog Pound already in full roar. We welcome you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. With Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico, and out there is Tyler Loop to get us started. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
A run with the former Buckeye, Quinshon Judkins. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Got ready.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Ready.
To throw is Sanders. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch. And instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner.
Cowboy 80. 19 tight. 19 tight. 18. 5 in. Go street.
We'll try and run for the first with Judkins. A gain of 11 there, and a 1st down.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
And Marlon Humphrey is there, and he picks it up. Touchdown. You get the ball to start the game thinking you'll score on offense. Instead, they allow the defense to be the first on the board in this one.
So now the question is, Mike, do you allow this to linger the rest of the day? You've dug yourself a pretty big hole here to start, but you've got to pick yourself up and realize this game is far from over, and we now got to get the ball back and establish some early rhythm.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Sanders. He's got his man, the tight end, David Njoku. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And the Browns, 1st down. 1st and 10
come on.
at the 47-yard line.
Play action, it's Sanders. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 70 tracking 60.
Out of the gun, it's Sanders. That is going to be called in. He's got it. Nicole Hardman. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. Greg Zuerlein now for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Browns will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Play action now. Jackson. That is going to be caught by the rookie wideout. Inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Ravens. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. On is Luke to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Ravens will move out to a 14-7 lead. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Get it! Let go! Ready!
They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
38-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Ready!
From the gun, it's Shador. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, Sanders. A throw complete to Scott. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Okay, break!
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Judkins. And he's going to have a Browns 1st down. They managed to convert it. That'll keep the drive alive.
So this is kind of a tricky down and distance, and I think for the defense, you really have to be ready to defend any type of play. They can keep it on the ground like they do here, but you also in the back of your mind have to think play action, drop back pass, screen. So there's a lot of plays at the offense's disposal, and they keep it on the ground, keep it simple, and pick up the 1st. I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow, so that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it, but in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
Now Sanders to throw on 2nd down. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 16 on that pass play. It's a Browns 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Let's go! 19 tight! 19! Cougar 19! Ready!
On the draw is Judkins. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football, Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
From the shotgun, it's Sanders. He'll get that to Quinshon Judkins. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 12 yards on that hookup. First down, Cleveland.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
They were forward a short game to the 25. Tackled there by Trenton Simpson. Second down, they need 7. From the gun, it's Sanders. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And 7.
70, Warriors 70, Panther 60, Panther 60. Set up. Let's go.
Sanders will throw it. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
A run, and here comes Judkins. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits, what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal?
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. That one, take it in. Jerry Jeudy. Touchdown, Browns.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish. But you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix and run, mix and pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. You can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
That ties the game at 14.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And he's going to wind up losing yardage here, and that will take us to the end of the opening quarter of play. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. They've got it with second down and 13 in front of them. Jackson now. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down from up.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Here's a third down and 4. The shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, It all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Finding space at the 15. And he will score! Derrick Henry, touchdown Baltimore. The extra point is good. And the Ravens have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Put him in there. Shit, you keep off. Unless you're trying to end up. If I end up there, I end up. This soft type. Fake off dog type. It's like a soft fight. Dog is dog, blood thicker than water. We done been through the mud and we get slaughter. Been taking the order, the dog run out. And if it is, everybody come out.
Come on. Set. Got it. Ready.
Throwing now, Sanders on first down. Headed left, buying time. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Second and 10. Up the middle goes Jenkins here. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Okay, ready?
It is third and 10.
Let's go now. Let's go. Let's go.
Now, Shador. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. That's his third catch of his first half, and good enough for a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 43-yard line.
Hold the ready.
From the 43, here's second and 5.
Ready. Bronco 80.
Again, it's Jenkins. And he will work this down inside the 40. Should be good enough. Move James. First down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass. And I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. Look at him go. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Ravens.
Ready.
Here's first and 10.
Here we go. Set. 6.
Now it's Sanders. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
24-yard line.
Seven Pirates. Set up. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Here's Sanders to throw. And as he threw it, the pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10.
70, left 19. Ready, hut. Steady.
Now, Sanders. That is caught. What a throw. David Njoku. Touchdown, Cleveland. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in what's been an even first half. We'll have more from Cleveland after this. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Really nice job there defensively, playing the integrity of that zone defense so well. Anytime an offense is running these crossing routes or these underneath drag routes, they're trying to cause confusion with the underneath zone defenders. In this case, they all stuck to the reads. They all played their responsibilities. They're not able to pick up any additional yards after the catch.
It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now, Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. And he'll be forced out of bounds a yard or so shy of the marker, but it is a gain of 9 on 1st down.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up.
The ball comes out. The Browns say they have it, and they do.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Ready, 10 to 11.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact. Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sanders. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it will wind up being a 1st down. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Ready!
They'll run it with Christian. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Kyle Hamilton, the former Notre Dame star, able to make the play.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
To throw is Sanders. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball. up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second. And they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Pat the 60, pat the 60.
Back to throw. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. The Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Cougar 19.
Sanders going to throw again. This one intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Baltimore.
You know, it always amazes me, Mike, that these guys have all this energy, that following a long return like that then they can get into these big, elaborate celebrations. But listen, I don't blame them. You're a defensive guy. You don't get the ball in your hands very often. When you score, man, you better make the most of it.
The kick is good, so add one more. It will take a first-half lead into the locker room. Quarter set to commence, and we're back underway here on EA Sports.
Steven, I'm gonna go.
They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll get forward for a couple. That's Greg Newsome in to make the stop. So, from 37, here's 2nd and 8. Play action now. Jackson. He'll look for Flowers downfield. That ball's incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Would have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Cowboy! Check smash! Check smash! Go!
Drive starts with a run by Judkins. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game.
On 2nd down, Sanders. That's out wide to Judkins. Nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. 3rd and a yard. They'll run the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push down.
No gain on a quarterback sneak? That's pretty surprising, Mike, anytime we see that happen. There just aren't many plays in the NFL that we consider to be automatic. The quarterback sneak is normally pretty close.
That's taken in, and he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen. Trailing here in the third quarter, they convert on fourth down.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Deputy! Viking 18!
On the give, it's Judkins. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. It's a Browns first down.
Okay, break!
First down. First and 10 at the 19-yard
Here we
line.
go, set! Ready!
Out of the gun, it's Sanders.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
They'll come up here on second down and 5.
Get it! Panther 60, Panther...
Out of the gun, they'll give it to Judkins. He'll pop his head for about 4, but it will set up third down.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. It just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Third and inches. They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to fight any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
If you send your field goal unit on the field, Mike, it gives you a chance to chip away at this deficit. But I think I'm keeping my offense on the field. I'm going to one of my critical plays on my call sheet. Keep this drive alive. The hope is to come away with 6.
19! 70 Lions! Buffalo 18! Let's go!
Fourth down. Here's Sanders. Open man left side. He's got it. And he will have the first down. So they roll the dice on fourth down in the red zone. And it pays off with first and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Ready! Ready!
Judkins. And he is going the wrong way. Tackles back at the 7.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
And the defense trying to tighten down here. They're going to hold him to a gain of 3. That's going to set up third and goal.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Here we go, here we go! Cowboy!
On third and goal, Sanders to the goal line and in. Jerry Jeudy. Touchdown, Browns. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Now Zuerlein for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Browns have come back to level things. It's 28 all. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
On first and 10, Jackson out to his right. Now he'll run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 1. They'll run out of the gun with Henry. And he'll have enough to move the chain. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Bateman is the motion man. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. And will move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 36 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
A 1st down throw for Jackson. They'll look to set up the screen here. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
2nd and 7. Out of the gun. Here's a give to Henry. And he'll take this one in. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Ravens. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. Luke now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Ravens will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. On the return, it's Tyler Scott. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. They'll give it here to Judkins. He'll be taken down after a gain of
2. Smith in on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's
2nd down, 8 yards to go.
43-yard line.
Let's go now.
From the gun, it's Sanders. Forced out wide. Now he'll run.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Sanders. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked by Malachi Starks. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position. Jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
Down the sideline to the 20. And he will score again. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore. 3 touchdowns for him. Numbers 6, 7, and 8 on the season. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
Ready!
Sanders will throw it. Now here comes the screen to Sampson. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for first and 10. Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. Second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping him.
They'll run it on first down with Henry, and he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
Second and 1.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Now it's second and 1. They go right back to Henry. Gonna try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball. And it is fourth down. And we won't see a return here. This is going to be marked down inside the 15. They'll come up for first and 10. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right, and he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And it's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Back to the air again on second and 10. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. All 3 timeouts still remain. They'd love to use them on the defensive end, but here comes first and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Open man is Horton. He's got it. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. That's 19 yards for the second straight play. They are rolling. Another first down. Here's first down. Back to the air one more time. Going deep downfield for Judy. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. On the handoff, running left is Henry. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. They get the victory away from home in the division. Those are so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time. Later.